Hey guys, it's the History Nerd, and we are back with another exciting episode of Crusader Kings 2, Habsburg, Millennium. Where we last left things off, it was before Christmas, so I don't really remember, but I'm noticing 4 wars, which is insane, and almost 11,000 troops, French troops, on the border. Let's hope that nothing really bad comes about from that. I don't think it will. I'd like the war to end with France soon, so we can mosey on in there. It does look like we've got a strong claim on the county of Savoy. Now that is tempting. Who are you at war with? Or who are you allied with? Salerno, which is way down there. I don't think we necessarily need to worry about those guys. Yeah, I think we could go for Savoy if it wasn't for the 11,000 French troops, who would probably come and attack us right away. So my hope there is, and I understand that it's probably not the best idea, but if I can take Savoy and create the Duchy of Savoy, I'll then have a very strong de jure claim on Valais, which, should be mine, for obvious reasons, but I don't have a way to make mine because of the crown laws of the Empire, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Now maybe that's just because he's a pope, but no, it's definitely the crown laws of the Empire, so I can't think of another way to get Valais. If I don't have the Duchy of Savoy, at least if I get the Count of, if I don't have the Duchy of Savoy, I've got no claim on Valais at all. At least if I've got the Duchy of Savoy, I've got a bit of a claim. The only problem with that, of course, is running into the Gavelkin succession. So right now it's not too bad. What with, it is. It's a little bad, what with the lack of an heir, so obviously all my county's gonna get split up. I hope that's a matrilineal. Okay, good. Prince Gebhard. So at least we'll get an alliance out of that. Duke Otto of Burgundy has inherited the county of Geneva. So it looks like the Hunter did not... Annalise, great. Really? She's gonna get... So... Crescenza? There's no order to this. Irmgard. There's no order to that succession. That seems really, really odd. Anyway... now I gotta give that up. But I can only give it to Annalise. So at least she's almost of age. So that's what we can do, at least, is get her married and then give her title when she turns 16. Yay, more money. We have a lot of money. Training grounds being built up, that's good. And I guess we could start looking at maybe building a second castle there. I don't know. We've got more than enough holdings, though that will change. As Beatrix comes in, let's take a look at Otto here. He is a temperate, charitable, kind, gregarious, cynical, wrathful man. Okay. Definitely not within his character to start an extramarital affair and start turning out the bastards. One day we'll get there. Don't worry. I have full faith in that happening. That is matrilineally, so let's send that. Like I say, I don't even... Okay, so that's good. It comes back as matrilineal. That's really all that matters. I think we'll take the free 100 prestige. Did the magnificent Duke Otto blessings upon you and your house? I've decided to accept your suggestion that Beatrix and Prince Gebhard get married. All children of the Unity. All children of the Union will be of her dynasty. Yeah, that works. You know, that'll be fine. We'll need to find someone for Annalise. Let's see. Probably. I mean, we could try. Do we want an alliance with the Khagan of Kumania? I don't think so. I don't think so. That's a little bit weird. And by weird, I don't mean like bad weird, just freaking odd. Oh no, that's just the Duke of Kent. And let's be honest, we don't really want an idiot in here. Whoa, what do we got here? Club-footed, slothful, kind, brave, charitable, just, patient. A Greek. I like a lot of traits. Like characters with a lot of traits, especially at a young age. So, alright, Annalise. Whoops, there we go. We will matrilineally marry them. So if you see, one of the things that I can go over quickly here, because it's something that it's just a little frustrating. With the, I forget what patch it was in, I think it was A Way of Life, with the inclusion of the Way of Life, or with the right-click menu, for selecting marriages. Well, that time it worked. Maybe it's just a bit... No, for marriage, well, we can't get her married. Anyway, for selecting a marriage, you have to, like, right-click on the person, and everyone else, it's just a good old-fashioned left-click. So, that's why sometimes, when I'm clicking away, instead of the marriage thing coming up, it'll pop the character picture up over there, and then, you know... Problems abound. That's coming along nicely. What do we got? Rashenza. Looks like she's a bit of a steward. So, why not? Why not? Let's start getting some... getting some relationships rolling. Sure. Yeah, let's go to the Master Seducer. There we go. So you see there, I right-clicked, nothing, left-click, selected. It's a little weird that way. Anyway. Let's get you popping out the kids. You want a daughter, and you want to become Marshal. You're gonna have to aim a heck of a lot higher than that, son. Get out of my land. So, 5 wars. 5 wars. The Empire is not a happy place at the moment. Again, I'm happy that we're like in the safe corner. And I say that obviously completely in air quotes, what with 10,000 French troops in our land, but it's still safer than most locations, I would suggest. There's only one enemy that's going to be getting you, and it's France. And if France comes for you and you're just like a duke, there's not much you can do about that. We certainly are winning the war against the King of Denmark, though. So that's something. Well, it certainly seems like I can try talking for 20 more minutes. But I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off. I'll just be back when I got something exciting to share with you guys. See y'all in a bit. Alright, so Annalise has now become a scholarly theologian. Kinda contented, kind, and wrathful, but, you know, I love my daughter very much, but she's not much. So let's get her married to a Greek man and get her ruling over Geneva. So we'll have that come along nicely. Perfect. So you two are nicely set and happy, and so I think you get Geneva, right? Geneva, Annalise, Geneva. Grant landed title. Apparently, I can't grant titles to my daughter. which is weird. So can we... we can grant the title to her husband. To be quite honest, he would make a much better ruler. Let's see here. Demand religious conversion. Yes, so we can make him Catholic, which is great. Come on. I'd like your reply, Ionis. I submit to your wise counsel. Thank you very much. So now you're Catholic, you're Greek, that's fine. And all the kids of this dynasty will be of my family, because they're matrilineally married. So maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to give this title to Ionius, who's probably going to be a much better ruler, as much as I love my daughter, than Annalise would. So, grant landed title. County of Geneva. Include lower titles, because I always click that. And then there we go. We got our count, who should be pretty happy with us, you know. And yeah, that's fine. That'll go away, I'm sure, because you'll have, yeah, kids of the Habsburg line. In my head right now, nothing can make that, like, that was the best idea in the history of Crusader Kings 2. I'm very excited to see how that's going to bite me in the ass. Because those decisions always do. Let's see what we can build up in Habsburg. We've got our militia training ground done. So why not? Let's go, we'll go with the barracks. Will we? Yeah, no, we'll go with the keep. Spend the big money. Let's take a look too, well, we can, at our retinues, and there's still not really a retinue that we can train up. We're close to getting a cavalry retinue, so eventually we'll get there. Eventually. What else is going on up here? I'm looking at this, and this looks like Kingdom of Pomerania. Well, the Pomeranians have done fairly well for themselves, haven't they? King Woldsimerizer of Pomerania, hanging on. I can't imagine he'll be fighting off the Empire for too much longer. But I'd like the French here to be taken care of, and I guess it's the anti-papal war. So, who knows how long that's going to be. My wife's pregnant, cutting it close to the end of the deadline. Maybe she'll have a son, in which case handing Geneva to Annalise's husband was probably not the best idea. So I'm hoping, too, taking a look at this, I'm hoping that they have a kid soon. And not, you see, this is how it could bite me in the ass. If Geneva winds up going to the theme of Achaia, things will get awkward pretty quickly. But you know what, whatever. That's what this game's all about, is things getting awkward. I really hope that doesn't go Byzantine. Look, you're 16, she's 16. Why haven't you guys popped out a kid yet? Let's do this. What else? That's really not much. Not much else is going on. Militarily speaking, we are looking a little worse for wear. And, I don't think we'll be able to raise up any levies to fight off the French, which is a little upsetting, but what can you do, since my imperial overlords are nowhere near anywhere here to assist. Those rat bastards. You have 8,000 men, man, come on. Peddlers selling all sorts of food, clothing, exotic spices, and luxuries such as glass and jewels. Fill the town square with their wares and shouts. There are a couple things I need. I don't like the merchants, but their wares are fine. I think fairs should be banned. Temperate, charitable, kind. Yeah, he's a fairly normal person. That was a fake pope, though, right? The friend of a friend is my friend. A motto I live by, or try to live by. Sometimes that is an easy truth. A friend of a friend was introduced, and I immediately felt this kind of connection with this stranger. So I hope we'll be friends. Or just because we share a friend doesn't mean we can't be friends. I'm not losing that gregarious trait. So I don't think we got a new friend, but, you know, it's fine. A daughter was born. Why another daughter? Brynhilda. Alright. There's like a serious Henry VIII scenario going on here. I don't know when I started disliking Mayor Landulf, but it must have been when he disagreed with me about how the peasants should be treated. The more we talked, the less I liked Mayor Landulf, and enough was enough. We would never be friends, only rivals. Rivals? That's, a fairly extreme step, wouldn't you say? Although, taking a look at him, he does have a couple of rivals. It's gotta be him being scarred and with a hair lip, I'm guessing? I don't know, though. I know that I am great and deserve respect. I've gained the proud trait. I've been corresponding regularly with my half-Silder Henrique? I'd always make sure to see her whenever I get the chance. It's a harsh world and family must stick together. Speaking of harsh family, are you preggers yet? Come on. I'm very nervous for Geneva now. At the very least, they shouldn't be able to hold it for too long, right? Like, it's not like that's going to become the capital of a Greek Renaissance in the middle of Europe. I arrived in Argyle. There has never been a shortage of soldiers. No, there hasn't. But I think I might hold off on other marryings as time goes on. I think I can pull that off too, because, you know, it's going to be a while. Although I am 40, so we'll see. You're pregnant. Good, that's good, Beatrix. I hope you have a son. Please have a son. Good God, please have a son. I am sick of always being kind to everyone. Yeah, well, your life's starting to take a little dark turn here, Otto. All the good traits slowly disappearing. You're now wrathful and proud. Although I get proud, and I like proud. 0.5 monthly prestige is just, it's amazing. Gudrun von Habsburg is now of legal age. She became a scholarly theologian. And that is my half-sister. So let's see if we can just marry her to someone to get a good... Ooh, the King of Sweden. He's quick, humble, charitable, cynical, patient, and critically, he is the King of Sweden. Which, it's big. It's not as big as you might think. Matrilineally? Always worth a shot. It would be crazy if the Habsburgs started ruling Sweden because of that. But regardless, now we got a King of Sweden, King Lars. It's a good Scandinavian name. Christian pilgrims to the Holy Land suffer all manner of abuse, and the routes are not safe. In order to protect the pilgrims and secure Jerusalem for Christ and the faithful, His Holiness Pope Sergius V has accepted the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. This signals a new era of large-scale Christian holy wars, the Crusades. Well, that's exciting. And I'm not against, you know, joining up and going along in crusading fashion fun. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you will do differently in future battles. What will you focus on? I don't even know where I am, whose troops I'm leading. Like, Commander, where am I? Laustis? Yeah, so here I am. There we go. That's me. I think what I will do is focus on cavalry. Let me see. Most of our troops... Yeah, I mean, most of our troops are going to be infantry, but with the split between heavy and light, I think cavalry is the better bet, so focus on cavalry. Plus, come on, we're a duke. Don't know why I stumbled across that so horribly. A daughter was born to Prince Gebhard of the Holy Roman Empire and Beatrix von Habsburg named Ida. Oh, okay. Come on, seriously, just have a kid. Have a son. Have a son. Oh, well, that's one war that's down. 3 left to go. I'm terribly sorry if you can hear me drinking in the background, but coffee is just so delicious. Alright, well, I think what I will do is just stop the recording here and come back with the next exciting thing that happens. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so young little Rishenza here needs a bit of an education. She's pretty well rounded so far, and obviously she's already had 2 years of education with someone, Mayor Werner of Vasesna. So, let's go. No, not my diplomat. Educate child. Rishenza. And who are you thinking? This man again. Who, I mean, it's the way I'm going to phrase this is kind of rude, but his face makes me laugh. But taking a look at him, he is an intricate web-weaving, master scheming, diligent, content, deceitful, greedy, zealous, just spy dude. So actually, yeah, his face may make me giggle, but he's actually going to be a pretty good educator for a potential future spy. Just kind of an exciting way to, you know, put that. The French are still going gangbusters all through my territory, and I'm starting to take exception to what the French are doing. I get it though, because, you know, we're right on the border with France, and there's the freaking fake Pope, so that's where the French need to be. But man, like, come on, Empire, where are you? Where are my Imperial armies? They're nowhere. Here we are. Yay! And I'm actually leading troops in that army. The campaign has been proof that Duke Friedrich of Baden is clearly not of proper blood. I wish I would never have to meet him again. So I guess we don't get along at all. But we can't kill him. That's fine. We'll just... Actually, can we... no. There's no insult. I wish there was. I wish there was a way to send insults. I would like that. But what can you do? So, yeah, I mean, we're doing fine against Denmark. Which is surprising considering the allies Denmark has. But the French and the English, and it's all this anti-papal stuff, right? Like the French Holy Roman anti-papal war, the English Holy Roman anti-papal war, the Danish Holy Roman anti-papal war with, you know, Poland, Hungary, and obviously the Pope coming along for fun too. I'm impressed we're actually able to hold out against this massive coalition. It's just a shame that the French and the English have also decided to jump in their own separate anti-papal wars. But of course, that's all higher up geopolitical nonsense that we don't really need to worry about, other than the fact that as a result of these ridiculous anti-papal wars, our lands are getting ruined, absolutely ruined by the French. Your experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things you will do differently in future battles. So we've already got to focus on cavalry. So what would be better? Aggressive leader, which gives us pursuit and damage. Honestly, pursuit with cavalry probably makes the most sense. So I think I'll do that. Although I don't like the maybe just inspiring leader. There we go. I mean, that makes sense, because he's a diplomat He's a militarist first, but a diplomat second. So it makes sense that he would be able to give inspiring, rousing speeches and... Yay! Empire! Oh, we can help. I don't know if this will actually do anything. Like, gameplay-wise. But at the very least, I would like to kill that Papal army. And we should catch them. And we did. And we obliterated them. And that is good. Hold on here. Baron Emmerich of Altdorf, that's fine. Duke Ulrich the Effeminate has founded the Duke Ulrich for the Holy Roman Empire faction, probably. Considering your nickname, sir, I don't know how many people will get, or you'll get on your side. And you're not very strong, and you're pretty old. So, maybe his dream was to be... we'll put Hugo in charge of the armies, but now we don't have a commander because marshals can't be commanders. So let's put Baltimore up there. Peter, no. You get replaced by Gebhard, and Adam, you'll get replaced by Landulf. There we go. And because I'm such a big Star Wars nerd, every time I hear Landulf, I just think Lando. My liege, since I arrived in any all, there has never been a shortage of soldiers. Where are you? Argao. Yeah, you shouldn't, and I shouldn't have clicked through whatever that thing was so quickly. I don't know what, that's just part and parcel of Paradox games. You click quick, and you miss things. Anyway, we got our keep up, which is good, and we're quickly running out of buildings to build in Habsburg, so I think next up will be the barracks. And are you guys? Yay! But you're imprisoned by the King of France. Okay, well, at least now Geneva's safely in the hands of Habsburgs, provided... Oh, and my wife is imprisoned too? Or my wife. Whoa, my daughter. Wow. Definitely not my wife. Can we... No, but here's what we can do. Aha. Because... That's not really what I had in mind, and I don't really have the money to do this, but what I can do is, with the focuses... switch from family, which is giving me diplomacy and fertility and health, and, you know, the fertility is okay, but still no sons. What I can do is switch it to intrigue. So now, I'm not a very intriguing person, but my court skills are high enough, I hope. What we can do is go to the King of France. There's got to be a way to do this. Maybe she needs to be in my court? She's probably got to be, like, directly in my court. Hold on. That guy is definitely not. Because with the spying, we can free from captivity. But I guess my daughter is not a suitable target because she's not in my court. So now, we've got the spying focus until 1107. It's not really going to do much for us, but I guess, you know, we could spy on someone. So, let's see. Let's go to our court. And who likes me the least? Well, that's not bad. Let's go to our vassals. Who likes me the least? Landulf, we will spy on you. I and my trusted snoops and sneaks will keep a very close eye on the activities of Mayor Landulf of Zurich. Close eye indeed. I wonder what secrets he's hiding. Let's find out. Does he have... We got no dirt on him. He's a mayor. Peddlers again. How long does this last for? 1102. Okay, well then yeah. We'll take the hit to stewardship because it'll come back quickly enough. Anyway. Oh, excuse me while I stretch. I'm not having much luck spying on Mayor Landulf. I'm sure he's up to something. We'll try one more round. And it certainly does appear. I just want to catch this papal army. There we go. That'll do the trick. I guess we don't need you raised either. Or as well. That should be enough. And yeah, good old Egbert here of Ulm is just slicing through the papal army with our reinforcements with no commander. We'll put Gebhard in. We'll take those guys down. We'll come in there, and actually we could do to raise the rest of my forces, bring them together, and we might even be able to take on the French army there. I see what you're attempting here, France, and unsurprisingly, I'm not a fan. So you guys can just go away. How does that sound? Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, we'll still have a numerical advantage there if we catch them. We'll at least take the Hungarians. I don't know if the French will be able to flee in enough time or not. Now, they do have a flank on us, but we have far more men. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. A son was born to Prince Gebhard of the Holy Roman Empire and Beatrix, named Gebhard. Yay! There we go. That takes care of those guys. You are all in the same unit, and you're going to Grissons, so we'll go like that. Whoops. We're a German Catholic Duke. Gebhard. Good. Good. And he's German. Good. What is... I thought you were married... Oh, no, it's the other one. Right. I'm on the trolley now. Keeping track of all my son-in-laws. It's a mad, mad world, it is. Oh, due to the enemy presence. Due to the freaking 14 French troops in my lands, I can't disband anybody. There we go. Okay. Ermagerd. You are a scholarly... what's it's called? So you should be German, right? And I'm thinking, because this dude's, you know, a fake pope. Yeah, sure, go to the pope. Get trained by him. There we go. Now, what I'm tempted to do, I don't necessarily need to raise up my vassals, but let's go and start clearing out the occupation of our lands by the French, which should adjust the war score. So we could actually play a part in this war that is going to be beneficial to the Empire, I hope. My liege, my mission to Rome has so far been a success during my visit to the court of Pope Sergius V. So that's good. We're playing both popes, which I think is really all you can do in a situation where you have two heads of religion. You know, suck up to the original one and then get the new one who's the same culture as you to educate your kids. And that should be able to work nicely for the both of us. But I think with the announcement that we are now in a budget deficit, this is going to be the best place to leave the video for today. So I'm going to do some batch recording here because I got some time because of the holidays. And yeah, I figure might as well get as many Crusader Kings 2 episodes recorded now as I can. So If you do leave a comment and I don't address it in the next couple of videos, you know why. Anyway, what a segue, an annoying noise. I apologize. Thumbs up if you have enjoyed this video. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.